Whilst I enjoyed this movie overall, I do feel that there was an absence in there. I'm not too sure if it was because of Rocky. There definitely was a point in the movie where he should have gone to Rocky and kind of had a bit more closure and like a friend to kind of help him through it. But the first half of the movie was literally the story about him and Dame and the issues they both shared together with him being arrested and stuff like that. Now that's okay, and like there were like 3 flashbacks as well as like the initial bit at the beginning that we didn't necessarily need if you're going to recap it in 3 flashbacks as well. What really delivered for me was the fights, like starting off through the middle and then kind of having the climax as well. They were really, really well done. And you could feel the tension. Michael B. Jordan did say that they were quite anime-esque. I wouldn't necessarily agree with that. They were definitely good. I would say they're definitely on par with the first Creed, that's for sure. On to the biggest problem with this movie, because Creed had so much to lose in this movie. It was clear how the fight was going to end, because there is no other way that you could have ended it. You could literally end the Creed series with the finale, or you have Creed win, and that's exactly the route they took. There was a lot of like, there's some training towards the fight and kind of building it up, and they're like, oh yeah, you know, Dom can look at your weaknesses, he studied all of your videos, he'll know exactly the places to hit and stuff like that. And you never actually get that in the final fight. It's very one-sided. Creed is clearly dominating him. Yes, Dom is getting some decent hits in, but Creed's won already, and you can tell. And then when it does finally happen and the reveal at the end, and they have like a little sit together and they go, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's all right, but I don't know. It's not quite the payoff you really want. Like I wanted a bit more emotional weight to it, you know. Yes, you had like the mother dying at some point, and that was kind of just thrown in there because it didn't really feel like there was a payoff to anything. Like, yes, they said sorry, but they could have been so much more you could have done with these characters, and you could have kind of shown that rehabilitation is a thing, but they just didn't go that route. Overall, I'd probably say this movie was one of the weakest that I've seen this year, but it's not a completely awful watch. If you enjoyed the rest of the Creed movies, you'll probably like this one as well.